Today's episode is about insecurity, vulnerability, and a promise. Because October 1st marks the anniversary of the horrific Las Vegas shooting. And it also marks an anniversary that I made a promise to myself because I was across the street when that all happened. If you are a professional or if you are an aspiring leader, if you're basically anybody who wants to boost their success, but you feel your insecurities and lack of wanting to feel vulnerable is holding you back, well, then this episode was meant just for you. Now, I will warn you, this is a little different than most of my other episodes because it is a little emotional, so you've been warned. But I hope through my journey and through the promise that I made to myself, you can kind of see what you can do to break through any of those insecurities so you can truly be the leader that you are meant to be and make that difference in the world that you really want to make. If you want more motivational messages like this in your life, just hit the subscribe button now and the bell icon so you'll never miss an episode. Welcome to Adventures in Leadership on Kristie TV. This is where high achievers go for the tools, confidence, and motivation to become a successful leader. Let's do this. The inspiration for this episode is for me to be 100% vulnerable to you. So trust me, this is even a little scary for me. And to remember all who lost their life and suffered through that horrific event. So let me take you on this journey. I went to Las Vegas to go to a coaching conference because I wanted to be the best success coach for my people, my tribe, my clients, people like you that I could absolutely be. And I had an awesome time in Las Vegas. I met so many friends, I learned so much, but the whole reason that I actually went is because I did have insecurities. Could I really be the coach that my people need me to be? Could I really have that success? I just wasn't sure. So I was really grappling and trying to fight through those vulnerabilities and insecurities. Like, well, am I good enough? Could I do it? I don't know. So I got on that plane that night, and then all of a sudden the plane stopped. Now, a lot of us didn't know why. And then I saw all the sirens, and then I saw the ambulances, then I saw the helicopters, the lights. It was literally happening right across the street, right outside my plane window. And I had no clue what was going on, but then word started trickling into the plane. Now, I will spare you all the details of the story because it is a little emotional, but I sat there watching everything unfold in front of me and feeling 100% helpless. So when the pilot came on and told us what was going on and why he couldn't move the plane, because people were screaming and running onto the runway under planes, and that things were happening all around, chaos was all around, all I could do was sit out and watch it all happen outside my plane window. So it's about 8:45 in the morning, and I'm sitting in my car, and I just got back from Vegas, and I was there for a conference to learn how to be a success coach and help people get a lifestyle that they want. That's why I went. And it was awesome. I met a lot of awesome people. I learned a lot. And I went there because I've been playing it small, and I've had a little insecurities of if I could really use my talents to help people. And so sometimes I've hesitated on helping people that I know I can help. And so then suddenly I'm on a plane and I see lots of cop cars and flashing lights and sirens, and then suddenly they lock down the entire airport. And I just remember looking out the window of the plane and seeing all the flashing lights and the commotion, and I'm hearing the sirens, and I'm hearing it all. And we sat there for 3 hours, and I think I've been up 29 hours now. And they just shut down the entire airport, and I was looking out, and I know there was commotion, and people were wondering if I was okay, and I'm like, what's going on? And they're telling me all these updates, and I'm just staring out the window, and I know there's chaos and people are dying, and I can hear it, and I'm just sitting there in the safety of my plane knowing I can't do anything. I felt helpless. as I just watched all this commotion, and we sat in the gate for 3 hours, and it was a little unnerving because I didn't know what was going on, and people were wondering if I was okay, and I was okay. It was just, I just didn't know what was going on, and I didn't know if the shooter was in the airport or what was going on. And I just remember feeling helpless, but apparently I wasn't meant to help those people, because if I were, I would have been out on the strip helping people. But it also helped me remember that this was the last time that I feel helpless, and if I can use my talents to help more people get the life that they want and get the lifestyle that they want, then this was my wake-up call. There's no more feeling helpless. There's no more feeling insecure. And yeah, that stuff burns in your head. So I touched down at home and I watched the sunrise, and I remember there are people out there that won't see the sunrise. And so I'm thanking God today. I have another day, because I was up and down past Mandalay Bay all week long. And so this is the time where I stop playing it small, and I will help people, and I will remember this day, and dang it, I'm going to be a pretty dang good success coach because of this. And I just want to thank my friends and family for worrying about me. I had a lot of texts and Facebook messages, and are you okay? And I feel that love. Thank you for looking out for me. So thank you for watching this video. Maybe share it. Maybe it'll inspire somebody. But yeah, it's time to stop playing small, and now it's time for me to help others with whatever I can do and whatever talents that I have. So I love you all, and hope you have a good day, and hope you get to see another sunrise. Now, as you can see, I made it home safe. Tragedy was right next to me, but for some reason, I wasn't there on that street. I wasn't there when it happened. And I had walked by that Mandalay Bay tons of times that weekend, but for some reason, I was kept safe. And I really took that to heart. That could have been me. And here I was worrying about all my insecurities, and what if I'm good enough, and all these things of vulnerability. And here are people fighting for their life. What in the world do I have to worry about? So it really struck me, and that's why I made that promise. I remember looking out that window feeling helpless. How can I help these people? Because you know what? If I was there, I know I would have been helping them. That's why I made that promise. No more feeling helpless, no more insecurities, no more feeling vulnerable and what if and what will people think. I'm just going to go out there and do it. I'm going to step up. I'm going to be bold. That was the promise that I made years ago to myself, because here I was worrying about me when all of this was going on. And then I think, well, how many times have I had insecurities when I could have helped someone, when I could have lifted them up, when I could have inspired them, motivated them, maybe even changed their life? And who was I to make that decision to say, I don't want to share my talents or gifts? Maybe you're thinking the same thing. Are you holding yourself back because you feel you're not good enough, or you feel you're not talented enough? Well, let me tell you, you are. Everybody in this world is imperfect. Nobody's perfect. People are going to stumble. People are going to make mistakes. It's going to happen. But if you have something, a really awesome blessing or a talent that you can share, why not do it? You're here for a reason. I'm here talking to you for a reason. There was a reason that I was not there. There's a reason that I'm making this video, that I'm being completely vulnerable with you. So why don't you do the same? Because you never know what difference it's going to make in somebody's life. This video, maybe it'll make a difference in your life. And if it doesn't, well, heck, I at least held up my end of the bargain and kept my promise for fighting through my insecurities and being vulnerable. You never know when you'll see another sunrise. I'm lucky to have seen another sunrise over and over again. I saw the sunrise today, and so now I am blessed to be able to talk to you about my journey, about my experience. How about horrific it was, all of the memories that go with it. I'm really thankful that I was not there right in that moment. But I'm also thankful that I was able to be here to talk to you about the trauma, the thoughts, everything that runs through your mind in the promise that I made. So what is it for you? Do you have insecurities that are holding you back? Really think about that. Are you really stepping forward in your leadership abilities? Or even if you don't want to be a leader, you just want to be a better person, are you stepping forward in your talents and experiences to help other people, to fight through those vulnerabilities, to fight those insecurities, to step forth and share what you have to maybe inspire others? And what I want you to do today, here's your action item. We're not even putting a timeline on this to do it for 14 days or 30 days or anything. This is a lifelong action item, just like I did years ago. What are you going to do moving forward? What habits are you going to break? What are you not going to stand for in your life anymore and say, I will not do this anymore. I will not let this hold me back anymore. What is it for you? Really think about that. Take time to think about what is holding you back from having that breakthrough, breaking through that insecurity, breaking through what you feel might be that weakness. Because I'll tell you something, you have strengths and then you have those opportunities. And you've got both. So why not embrace both of them? I would love to hear from you. So if this resonated for you, and if you know of what you need to break out of, then please put that in the comments below. And if you were part of that Las Vegas event, I would still love to hear from you. I know it's painful, but I made this video to remember what happened that day. So if you are one of those people, I would really love to hear from you especially. So if you want to be that confident leader that you know that you can be, to make that difference that you know you can make, and be that leader that you know is in here but you're not allowing to come out, just hit the subscribe button and the bell icon below. Give this video a thumbs up if this really resonated with you. It was awesome hanging out with you here on Kristie TV, and I want you to embrace both sides of yourself and quit playing small. Do you want to be a confident, next-level leader, but your job doesn't offer any solid training? Are you unsure of how or where to start? Then let's talk. Schedule a free leadership strategy session with me. If you're a driven professional and you're serious about taking your success to the next level, just click the link in the description below. We'll talk about your challenges and next steps you can take to be the leader you're meant to be. Let's move you forward now.